Done? Done?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh. I can't check my messages though, man.
Yeah, you're wrong. Yeah, but let me get your phone. So now I'm gonna pull it up on here. Fuck, why did it lock me out? When it does that.
Does it do that over time?
Yeah, but I'm still using it. Yeah.
You thought you were.
Hey, this is so annoying. Trying to pull up your live stream is like fucking mission.
Why? You can't find it?
Yeah.
Why doesn't it show up on my page?
Because YouTube is stupid. It doesn't like to show your own fucking page. There. Yeah. Oh shit. I forgot to shut off your damn music. Son of a bitch. Here, how do you go back to your song? How do you go back to your music? Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm sorry. Just go ahead and do whatever you do.
Damn. Change my song. Wait, what do I do now?
I'll use my phone here. You can use my phone.
So if I go back to it, it's just gonna shut everything off?
Yeah, just exit out and get out of it.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I forget that YouTube takes priority to every fucking thing on your phone. So you can't.
That sucks.
It's on though. Oh, FXI. I heard the FXI. You can kind of hear the music a little bit in the background, but.
I mean, I can just put it to the highest volume and whatever. I don't like to force people to listen to the music. Not a lot of people like, you know, that kind of music. So. I sound like a man. That's great. Hi.
Alright, so you can monitor the chat on here. Let me get the charger because I know my battery's gonna die like super fast. Getting it on. So now you can kind of see it. So if somebody types something, you'll see it pop up on here.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which,
What happened?
I was gonna get on here and look at it on here.
Looks like they want to listen to me sing. That's all they're gonna get. Drawing and karaoke.
Hey, look, you talked about Puuka. Look, now look up Puuka. You're there.
Oh God.
You're a little bit down, but you're there.
Yeah. You're not more important than her, but you're there. You're almost there, kid.
You're almost there.
Keep climbing that ladder. All you need is a cigar. You could be my agent. Are you recording this for later?
Huh?
Are you recording this for later?
What do you mean?
Like to make a video later or not?
It records. It just records.
Oh, okay. That's good. I need to post something. My poor page has been dead for I don't know how many weeks now.
No, I mean this counts as a post. You don't have to worry about those little posts. I mean, unless you want to do like a review or something. I think it would be better if you did reviews. You see? Did you see the chat?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like it and I'm gonna subscribe.
No, I see it. Your laptop doesn't let anything go. It's like a news reporter. It lets me know when anybody does anything.
Oh, it actually notifies you, a new subscriber?
Yeah. I see that. Oh, and apparently it's not going to go away unless I tell it to. Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it'll like pop up like that.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen it. I've always seen, you know, comments and stuff.
Well, that's a good way to almost like the streamers that make it like that. They make it so that it shows who subscribed, so they can go, oh, hey, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true.
You know?
Throw a little party for that. You know, that would be cute if I can get a little confetti. So every time that happens, I want to throw like digital confetti everywhere. That's my dream. I just want to throw confetti at people.
That's what's it called? Streamlabs. That thing that I got set up a little while ago with the tips and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Streamlabs has that. So then you can set up the little confetti.
I want to do that.
You can actually make your own glyphs or glyphs.
Yeah.
And so that you can do your own thing. That'd be cool.
Yep. My dream. I'll throw confetti at everybody. Everybody deserves confetti in their life.
Yeah.
Makes you feel better. It really does.
Everybody deserves confetti.
I don't think so. Did you open up a new bottle?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was only a little bit left.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I knew that. I just wasn't sure how much I had in there.
I haven't even touched those eggs though, sitting there for 2 days.
He made them yesterday, yeah, and he left them there. He should have thrown them out, but...
Well, apparently I'm the pig.
You know, it always tastes better when you let it sit after a night. You let it sit out for a night. It gets extra tangy.
I can see exactly what you're doing.
I'm moving along slowly. It's very time consuming.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I almost feel like it's the equivalent of watching paint dry.
Well, I mean, that's how artists, that's what artists do. I mean, put a lot of painstaking work into everything.
Like, that's why sometimes it's better to just, like, speed it.
No.
You want to know how many fucking hours I spent on something.
Doesn't even matter, apparently, because you don't get that many views. You don't really do that.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you're gonna have to branch off. And, maybe if you stay consistent doing those kind of videos forever.
Wait, but on the thing it says chat as you. It doesn't say me.
Because you don't chat, you talk. Oh, thank you.
Oh, hey, so what's up? You don't want me to...
You just talk.
Okay, that's easier.
They type to you, you talk to
I was just thinking about that too. I was like, if I have to stop every single time.
No. Yeah, that's not the point. Like, that's just literally to read it and you talk to them as if they're there. That's what you do.
That banging is like the loudest thing ever right now. Felt like you were in the back cooking, like stir fry and shit. That's how loud it is.
One of the last left. Eat it. Backup activated. System rebooted. Contaminated.
It did not taste as good as I was hoping it would. Oh, I see why that's not gonna work. Okay. There we go. Oh no. Didn't. There we go. Damn Chick-fil-A hash browns. That's all I've been thinking about for the past 2 days. And how I can get more. Now I have a reason to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
I should write them a letter. Thanks to you, there's a reason to get up in the morning. Not my job, not my doctor's appointments. It's knowing that I can go get some hash browns at Chick-fil-A. Mornings will never be the same again. I'm almost thinking about maybe getting them somehow on. I don't know what time they open up. What time do they open up? Do you know? I mean, if they're going to open up for breakfast, they got to be up pretty early, right?
Yeah.
I got to look that up. I got an early shift coming. I can get hash browns on my way. It's a bitch, though, because for me to get out, I then have to make a U-turn to get to work. It's really annoying. But I figure if I order ahead, you know, that'll save me some time. Assuming their lobby is even open early enough for me to walk in. I don't even know. I'm going to find out. I need those hash browns again. I'm so sad that it's like such a cutoff. McDonald's hash browns are good too. Sadly though, Dunkin' Donuts still beats them. They added seasoning to theirs, that's why. They added like some special fucking garlic seasoning that just makes it like 10 times better than anything. Sure, it's not healthy seasoning, but I don't give a shit. Hasn't stopped me from eating them. Hasn't stopped me from eating too much of them. Yeah, they added seasoning to their hash browns. Like, I can't even say when because they never even told us. Like, it was just something that happened. And we were eating it and I was like, does this taste different to you? And they're like, yeah. It's got like seasonings and stuff. Sounded like peasants having real food for the first time. What are these green flakes? It was good. Oh, and you haven't lived until you've had hash browns with cream cheese. I know it sounds weird, but it just works. It's almost like sour cream. It acts as sour cream. It's fucking delicious. Very, very fattening and probably not really good for you at all. But like if you ever want to die and that'll be your last meal, you should pick that. It's not gonna matter. It's really, really good. But I mean, if you really don't want to feel bad about it, you can have fat-free cream cheese. Ooh, I just remembered. I'm so excited. Our new cookies are coming next month. Yes. April is not a boring month. Mom said April was a boring month. It's not. We're getting cookies. We're getting new cookies. I'm going to sample my ass off when they come in. Every customer is going to have one. Damn it. Why did my music stop? This app is like a forgetful person. Like, you'll play like 2 songs, and then it'll stop playing. Like, you have to remind it that it's a playlist. You have to like go into your phone and go, hey, remember you're playing music. It's like, oh, right. Sorry. Here's the next song. Come on. Remember. No? Oh, sure. Alright. I guess I'll play some. Okay. What time is it? No. When she does that show, it reminds me of like a snooty lady. The way she laughs.
Cool.
It's like snooty lady laugh.
That?
Yeah, just the laugh she did.
Yeah.
It's like snooty lady laugh. It's like I'm making progress, but slowly. Okay. Holly came in Friday and she was complaining. She was like looking at me and Steve and she goes, "Do you know how annoying it is to have to come in every single Friday and close?" And me and Steve were like, "Yeah." I was like, "Really? You're talking to the two main closers?" Yeah. She's like, "No, but like coming in at 6." I'm like, "Yeah. Sometimes I come in at 5 to start my day. You think that's enjoyable?" And I'm a shift, so that means I start at 5 and I have all this work to do that's crammed into 5 hours. Like, yeah, trust me. If you think that's annoying, wait till you're a shift and you have a count and an order to do in 5 freaking hours along with getting the store cleaned. Then come talk to me about difficult times. Well, I guess that'll be her life soon enough, so let's see how she feels after that. Am I yelling? I feel like I'm yelling. I'm yelling.
No, you're fine.
Huh? Me?
No, that's fine.
Okay. I feel like that story was a lot louder than it should have been.
I can hear me, like, pretty clear.
That's good. People don't think I'm crazy and I'm talking to myself. So that works. Or maybe they like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Crazy
dying.
cat lady.
Huh?
Be the crazy cat lady.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of where we all think our lives are going at some point. Or crazy dog lady, if you're a dog lover. I always thought about having cats, but realistically, I don't know if I'd be able to have one. I love the way cats look, but having a cat is, I don't know. I thought about it and I was like, I don't think I'm a cat person. I don't think I would like a cat in my house because they have more attitude. I don't want anything that has more attitude than I do, or has just as much attitude. Like, that's just not gonna work. It's never a good idea to put two pussies in the same house.
Mm-hmm.
Especially one that's, very territorial and, And I'm petty. I don't need a cat that's petty like me. So I don't know. I think dogs are the best companions. They love you unconditionally. They forget shit. They let shit go. They don't hold on to shit. I feel like cats remember shit.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and then they'll look at you
I feel like
you're a fucking asshole because of the thing you did yesterday.
Yeah, they're like way more. Like, dogs are smart and cats are like petty because they hold on to shit. But like I think dogs are smart, but like they're okay. They forget, and they're like, you know what? That was you yesterday. You're a different person now. You're better. It's kind of sad. They'll love you no matter what.
Mm.
They're like a supportive girlfriend that never learns her lesson. Does that mean to say that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Dogs will always love you and support you. That's great. That's why I think like evil villains should have like dogs instead of cats, because realistically, I don't think a cat would stick with you that long if you were that evil. I don't know.
Yeah, cats could do it. But it depends. I mean, if you're being evil with a cat.
I don't know. But I mean, look at the Grinch. He had a dog. And that fucking dog loved him no matter what. So there's that. I don't know. Or it could have been he just had nowhere else to go. I don't know. Damn it, my music stopped again. What the fuck? Acting like an old person. I forgot to see if that girl ever commented back to what I said yesterday. Probably not. Kids are kids. They're not gonna say anything. I should have been more obnoxious and and wrote it on the other picture she posted. Once again, what are you cosplaying? I've never seen that. That's crazy. I can't get over that. It really makes me annoyed. So excited for Avengers.
When is that supposed to be coming out?
May? You can purchase the tickets now, but it does come out in May. Pretty sure it comes out in May. That's when all of them have came out. May 8th is coming to mind, but I could be wrong. 8-ish, I'm thinking. Usually comes out like the beginning of the month. They always all tend to come out in the beginning of the month. Thor is the only one that always comes out later in the month. Or was that... Was it Thor that came out later in the month? No, I should think I'm right. Yeah, they all come out in the beginning of the month. And then I think Ant-Man and Wasp is June. So that's exciting. Not more exciting than Avengers, but still exciting. Oh, excuse me. Oh, they're coming out with a live action of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Christopher Robin. So it's about more more about the human than the bear, but he's in there.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a bear, of course.
Yeah, he's adorable, and his voice is like on point, even though I'm pretty sure it's not the original guy. But whoever they got to like mimic his voice is like fucking amazing, because it sounds just like him. And he's so cute. He looks a little scruffy, but he's still cute. I don't know. Looks interesting. So we shall see. I'm almost interested to know if they're gonna like try and CGI all the characters, or if this is just literally a Christopher Robin / Pooh thing. I feel like all the other characters would be really weird looking if they tried to CGI them, but I don't know, man. We'll see. Babe, can you close the door? You know, every time she comes out, it's loud and theatrical, and
yeah, I know.
That's gonna like overtake.
And she starts grabbing like a bunch of those twirly noisemakers. Everybody's up right, 'cause I'm up. so you're ballistic.
I've never met such a young child who's so loud. It's like you can't just wake up quietly. I don't know if you have that much energy in the morning to be that loud. That's too much for me.
If you sleep a lot.
Yeah. I think today's like the first morning you weren't up before me.
Yeah.
I woke up before you. It threw me off. I like you know when you wake up and you like feel like you're in a different world. Yeah. I woke up and I was so confused.
Yeah, I was stuck in my dream. My dream was pretty fucking stupid. It was about work and how they kept changing the rules every 2 seconds. So you say, hey, I need you to dress up real nice for this job, alright? I need you to dress up real nice. It was like security. And then I dressed up nice, and then he said, hey, why'd you overdress? I don't understand why you dressed so much. So you need to unbutton that shirt. And you just need to have your tank top on.
Your work is already stressing you out if you're already dreaming about dress code.
Yeah.
I have dreams all the time about like Starbucks, but sometimes my problems get even deeply rooted when I go from Starbucks to Dunkin' Donuts. That's how I know I have like major anxiety issues. That's how you know your jobs are stressing you out, when you start having freaking dreams about previous jobs. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm running in Starbucks, and then all of a sudden I'm in the back room of a Dunkin' Donuts. Even my character, like even myself in the dream is confused. Like even I know that's not right. When you start being that self-aware, you're like, oh shit, I got issues, man. I was thinking about Dunkin' Donuts too. I miss the simplicity of it. Like, it's so simple to work there. So easy. So relaxed, you know? Everything stays the same. Like, if you can't work at Dunkin', like, if you have an issue working at Dunkin' Donuts, you're a failure in life. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But if you can't hack that job, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's the simplest job I've ever worked. Starbucks, I understand the confusion. It does get confusing and lost, and I get it. That's why I try to be very understanding. If you're applying yourself, I want to make that very clear. But if I see somebody who's not applying themselves and they're not getting it, then can't help you, man. But yeah. My only regret is I wish I had went higher, because I would have had that experience, and it probably would have gotten me farther with Starbucks at least. Starting off, I should say. I don't know. Being a manager at Dunkin' Donuts is really different, though. Way more chillaxed. Like, you don't have that many responsibilities. Or if you do, I wouldn't have known of them, because all of the franchise I worked for, they were very chillaxed on like rules or responsibilities. I didn't have as many responsibilities. I was literally just there to make sure their ship ran good. That's it. Oh, I don't know if I even told you about the whole drama with Mom and Natalie.
I don't know.
She's.
What, with the fish thing?
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Barely. What happened?
She's like really, really mad at Natalie. Like she's gonna like bring it up with Natalie when she comes back. That's how mad she is.
Why, but what happened?
Apparently, Natalie gave a key to Brandy, which is her friend, and she had like told Brandy, hey, you know, if you have a chance, can you maybe check on the fish? And then Mom also has a key to Natalie's place too. And so she basically asked both of them to check on the fish, right? But like didn't really give anyone the main responsibility of it, you know? She just kind of said, hey, if you have a chance, would you guys mind checking on the fish? Whatever. So Mom had gotten a text from David saying, oh, the fish is dead, you know, kind of making, he literally said, oh, Sally's dead, or whatever. And so Mom thought it was serious, and she was like, oh my God, you know, really? She's like, that fast? And he never responded. So she was under the impression that this fish was dead because she figured Brandy had, you know, went to check, found that the fish was dead, and then told them. And so he never responded, whatever. And so Natalie texts his mom and says, hey, did you check on the fish? And Mom's like, what? Mom goes, whoa, she's alive? She's like, I didn't know she was alive. Like, you know, I thought.
Mom said that?
Yeah. She texted Natalie, because Natalie said, hey, did you check on Sally? And she said, oh, she's alive? She's like, no, I thought she was dead. David said she was dead. And she's like, oh my God, Mom, he was joking. And she's like, well, I guess she is now. And she was like, what, you know, it's whatever. I'll deal with her when I get there. And she was like, you know, Natalie, I had no way of knowing that he was joking. She said he didn't say he was joking. And she's like, oh, you know, David jokes. And she's like, you know, David's a joker. David always jokes. And, you know, she's like, it's whatever. I'll just deal with the fish when I get there. And then she was like, well, she goes, oh, how would David know David's not there? And she's like, well, I assume Brandy went over and told him that. And she was like, I asked Brandy to do it as a favor, but because you're family, I thought it was fine. You know, I felt like you should, you know, it was your it wasn't Brandy's responsibility, and, you know, I left it in your hands because you're family. And she was just so rude to her. Mm-hmm. And she was like, but like I said, it's whatever. I'll deal with the fish when I get there. And Mom's like, she's like, you know, I'm really hurt that you think that I would allow this fish to die. And she's like, and I don't understand, you know, you're just being really like, you're just being like really, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, you know, like I'm really hurt that you would think that, and, you know, and blah, blah, blah. And so, Nellie was just like, I don't understand why you're hurt. This was I don't understand what you're hurt about. And, you know, she just kept like being progressively like mean and rude. And so she was like, you know, once again, it's fine. I'll deal with the fish when I get there. Like, she just kept saying that.
Yeah.
And Mom was just like, all right, whatever. Like, she let it go, but like, Mom told me, she was like, I'm not letting this go. She's like, when she comes, she's like, I didn't say anything because she's on. Oh, that's another thing. Nellie was like, I'm on vacation and I'm not gonna get in. I don't want to get into this right now because I don't want to ruin my vacation. Like, she just made it, like, she was just really, really rude. And so Mom was like, I'm not letting this go. She's like, when she comes back, I'm gonna talk to her, and I'm gonna let her know how I feel. She's like, because she does this to me all the time, where she just makes me feel like an idiot, or
she tries to make you feel stupid. She tries to make everybody feel stupid.
Yeah, and I told Mom about that, and I was like, no, she does that all the time to me. I said, or she pushes the whole family thing on me. She'll push the whole family thing on me or whatever, and then of course I told Tabby about this, and Tabby goes, she never does that with me, and I'm like, Tabby, that's because you don't really talk to Natalie a lot like that. And she's like, no.
And, she's so young.
Yeah, she's young. And she's like, no, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I said, you're young. I said, give it a second. And she like started laughing. She was like, no, I mean, me and Ellie just understand each other. And I'm like, no, trust me.
No, because once you hit something on her bad side, she's gonna flip on you.
I'm like, trust me, just wait till you get older. I said, wait till you get older. I'm already expecting a phone call from you. You're gonna go, oh my God, I see what you're talking about now. Like, and so Mom was like, was I wrong? Do you think? And I said, no, Mom. I said, I actually agree with you. Like, I'm mad too. I don't understand. Like, that's really, really harsh. I said, not only that, but, if he was joking, he should have said something. And she was like, exactly. She's like, he didn't say he was joking. She said, he didn't even have to say all that. He could have just been like, LOL. She's like, and I would have instantly known it was a joke. She said, but he literally said it as if it was a serious thing. He didn't indicate that it was a joke, and so I thought it was real. She said, not only that, but when I did say something, he didn't answer. She said, so I assumed that the fish was dead. And I said, yeah. I said, I would have assumed the same thing. I tell Tabby this, and Tabby goes, but yeah, well, we know David jokes. I'm like, no, Tabitha, no. I'm like, it doesn't matter. So everything David says, I'm just going to assume it's a joke. Like, You know what I mean? Like, that's, I told Mom, I said, that's like assuming that everything that comes out of Jason's mouth is just Jason being, silly. Like, no, Jason, I was like, Jason kid's around too a lot. And I wouldn't label him as a jokester and just be like, everything he says, you know him.
But it's the way you say things, though. Like,
right, but it's over text message, so you know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's no tone. There's no
sarcasm unless you're leaving like a little winky face.
Yeah.
Or you're doing like
you
something,
have to
like you have to do a lol or something at the end of it.